This is the Dynamic Introvert, and we're going in the pipes with XCOM 2. We're now on episode 3. We have had our opportunity to meet our research scientist, we have met our engineering expert, and now we're going to go back and learn what that chip that was in my head actually does, hopefully, with our research specialist, who happens to need some more resources. It turns out that when there's one guy in a lab designed for, 10 or 20 people, he doesn't get a lot done. And that's kind of fair, so I'm hoping to be able to get him some more help.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex.
Great.
With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
I admit I have a personal stake in this. Examine an Advent officer corpse. Complete the Advent officer autopsy research. Creepy.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
With little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. I'm okay with it, and I'm the guy you ripped it out of. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming, to say the least. The device is psionically driven by latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and a receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Just as an interjection, it makes me worried that this thing is still sending information back as to, say, our location to whoever was controlling my brain. We may want to make sure that is not the case, and if it is, we're probably going to have to evacuate the base. Anyway, even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic field surrounding the implant itself for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. R. Tygon. Okay, so he's thought of that at least to some extent. Good. We have new facility available, new research available. Okay, new research available. We're gonna need to get some bodies in order to do the autopsies. The facility, the Advanced Warfare Center, that's probably going to be somewhat expensive. Modular weapons, hybrid materials. Alright, modular weapons we can research without any materials. These are the magnetic rifles used by Advent's forces, incredibly complex, self-destruct when their original operator dies. We might be able to use any recovered parts to improve our soldiers' own weapons. Okay, that's good. Hybrid materials, this looks like armor. Shielded by a fascinating combination of materials, some more common than others. Vast improvements to our own equipment. Alright, basics. Advent officer autopsy will actually need an Advent officer corpse. And a sectoid corpse, we can't do anything because he needs backup to be able to do an autopsy on a brand new biology. That seems fair. So the officers appear to be augmented further with some kind of biomechanical implant, some kind of communication. If we were able to somehow tap into the system, you know what? Information is a little more important to me overall right now. So each thing takes 3 days. I'm going to go ahead with the officer autopsy.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces. I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Looks like Shen got that converter up and running, Commander. We're ready for you on the bridge.
I'm going to check out the armory. Because we had, yes, promotions available. Alright, Tracy Hart, Mina Decker, and Isabel Hill. Let's start with Tracy Hart. These guys are all rookies. We already have a ranger. One assumes we'll have other options for classes.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Okay, so she wants to be heavy weapons. She can now launch grenades. I like that. Carry on. It looks like... I vaguely recall from the first game that you were able to choose a different ability at each rank. So we'll see if that comes up. Looks like... yeah, that's it. Okay. So we're just letting them pick their own specialty because, well, obviously they're going to be good at what they're good at.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
Mina Decker is a sharpshooter. Squad sight. Okay, you can target enemies within squad mate sight provided there is a line of sight to the target. That's cool. That's very cool. She can stay in the back, or at least far back from the... She can stay in the back. She doesn't have to be on the front lines. I like that. We could have used that in the last fight. What is that? Squad sight is best augmented by high ground, allowing sharpshooters relatively clear sight lines, and in addition, aim bonus to offset squad sight's aim penalty. I assume they meant additional aim bonus. When using squad sight, there is no limit on how far your target can be, but an aim penalty accumulates with distance. Alright, that's fine. Overwatch shots do not use squad sight by default, but can be upgraded to do so by later sharpshooter ability. Okay, good. Escape. Okay, escape. I want to go back to the Grenader. All grenades benefit from the grenade launcher's range increase, including non-offensive munitions like smoke grenades. An additional grenade can be equipped by a unique grenade-only slot. The range of launch grenades can be further improved by upgrading to more advanced grenade launchers. Yep, she also has this extra little slot. And this last person...
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Me and my robot army. Aid protocol. Command your gremlin to move to a friendly target. It grants that target a bonus to defense until the start of the next player turn. Right. Aid protocol, if used with your first action, will not end your turn. Cool. As aid protocol takes effect immediately, it can be used to defend against reaction fire from enemies. More advanced gremlin models will increase the defensive bonus granted by aid protocol. So you are a specialist, which seems to mean that, well, battle medic, combat hacker, you are the tech girl. Isabel Hill, similar. She gets hack, aid protocol. Everybody can hack, but apparently she's going to be better at it. We have anybody else? So Jane Kelly is already the ranger. Let's take this opportunity to... You can trigger the slash ability by placing the movement cursor over an enemy. A ranger can perform a dash move using both actions to move and still trigger a slash against an adjacent enemy. Okay, so she can double move and still trigger a slash. That's awesome, provided she ends next to an enemy. Will anybody else? Nope, we're just looping back through now. Okay. Loadout. Kevlar armor. Cannon as the primary weapon. That's this guy. Huge. Grenade launcher we already have in the back. Frag grenade, frag grenade. Ah, grenade only slot. Do I have other options? No. I have an unlimited supply of frag grenades, though. She could carry a med kit. That doesn't seem like something she would do. Mina Decker was the sniper. She has the sniper rifle. She has the pistol. She will never use a grenade, or at least isn't expected to, so having a med kit on her is a good idea. Gremlin. Frag grenade makes sense. Kevlar armor. Alright, alright. I would actually prefer to have Miss Jane Kelly. Yeah, I'd rather have Jane Kelly carry a med kit as well, really. I want her to have a second one. But let's check soldier abilities real quick, and then I'll try and remember to go get the med kit. Yeah, okay, so we can just go get the med kit. I'm using the escape button to back out, by the way, if you're curious. Memorial...
We've done what we can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
Seems like we've given people a place to drink and talk about it. Is this a memorial wall, maybe? If it was, I would have liked to be able to click on it. Alright, we'll pretend that this is displaying what's on the memorial wall. Okay, so let's get back to engineering.
What can I do for you, Commander?
And I would like you to...
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Fair enough. So, build me some items. Frag grenade, medkit. 35 supplies. We have 140 supplies. I will do one more medkit. And then we gotta remember to go back to the armory. You soldiers. I need Jane Kelly. And I want to change her loadout. She is likely to use a frag grenade, but she's also going to be up close and personal. So more than likely, she's going to be better suited to having a med kit in case she or somebody else gets injured. So we'll come back here. And it looks like we're ready to go to the bridge. Where does command take me? Probably the bridge. Let's try it. Nope. This takes me back to my room. So I can look at the archives. We'll do that separately, probably on its own episode. We'll just read through all of them and give people the option to skip it. Maybe not all of them, but a fair amount. Avenger report. I believe Avenger is the base. Alright. So it's a summary of everything going on. Nothing too complicated at the moment. We're doing an autopsy. Let's go back to engineering.
Commander?
And I'm really... No engineers. You inventory. I was wondering if you could do something or build me something the same way that our scientist guy is... Nope, he's just keeping all the stuff. Alright. So... The bridge is going to start a new episode, so let's take this opportunity to go ahead and, well, let's see this first.
Just stay clear of the perimeter.
Nope,
understood?
we're on the bridge.
Commander, good. I think we got something here.
Despite all of Advent's efforts, there are still people who refuse to believe their lies. And it's time we let them know they're not alone. We've already located a target for our first operation.
Sir, given our current location, there's actually no way the Sky Ranger could reach that position.
Who said anything about the Sky Ranger? Shen, status report. Are we ready?
Short answer? Yes. But you might all want to hold on to something.
Setting course for the South African sector.
Okay, we have a ship. An airship, even.
We're ready to start making moves, Commander. By hitting Advent wherever we find them, we can help strengthen the resistance. In return, they'll contribute material and personnel to support our operations.
We've acquired a new target for our guerrilla operations against Advent. Okay, guerrilla ops, South Africa. Protect a device of some kind. Difficulty easy. Alright. Target site is South Africa. Confirm. Alright, this looks like it's about to start a mission. So we're pretty close to about the time we should end anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a good opportunity to close this out. You've been in the pipes with XCOM 2. I'm the Dynamic Introvert, and we'll have more videos, including this particular mission, coming up shortly. So now's a good time to subscribe. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you made it this far and still hated it. And go ahead and leave some comments with questions, comments, or snide remarks. I respond to all three. Sometimes I even respond kindly to all three. And with that, goodbye.